So he actually says, why am I going to get paid in dollars if the dollar is going to be useless? You understand that, ladies and gentlemen? And that's what they're doing, but they're doing it in their time. Now, the schedule is moving and slowly farther and farther, lower and lower down, the dollar goes till it's going to be gone.
And it didn't matter that for years he did exactly what they wanted, but the minute one thing he didn't do...
Exactly, they'll kill him. They set him up, they bring the freaking Al-Qaeda in there to freaking take him out. Put in Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda, yeah man, the same Al-Qaeda that supposedly, like, you know, got the 19 box cutter people together and all of that with Osama bin Laden. Mm-hmm. Those guys,
you know, the guys who are still alive in Saudi Arabia and other places.
Yeah,
many of them are alive.
Many of them are alive.
BBC
that's right.
has reported. Like,
BBC on
a
record.
week after 9/11, it was on BBC. Like,
yeah.
You know.
A lot of things they reported, but they drop it. That's how it works. You know, the controlled media will report it, and then when they catch that they reported it, or if you know,
yeah, it'll never be on television.
It'll never be on it again. They'll just, you know, back burner it forever. All right, so obviously the Bernanke, the bankster criminal, deceived Congress again.
What else? You get to move up.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a great position. If, you know, instead of sending him to the federal pen, they'll probably put him in, I don't know, maybe head of some like Goldman Sachs or something. You know, like I don't know, whatever. Anonymous has published U.S. security firms' $2.7 million clients. The Stratfor company has been dubbed the Shadow CIA, and these hackers stole thousands of credit card numbers and are set to release confidential emails to embarrass and humiliate the firm. So it's another one of these attacks by Anonymous, who's pretty much going after these bankers pretty heavy right now.
That could be a reason for them to need to control the internet.
Yeah.
Hackers.
See, I'm very suspicious of Anonymous. I think it is the government. My personal opinion is, you know, obviously I have no proof, and this is Truth Talk News, so I'm not saying there's any truth to this because we can't prove it. But certainly, you know, looks like there's a lot of controlled opposition going on all over, like with the Occupy Wall Street movement, the Tea Party. All of this stuff is all controlled at this point. It's amazing how these criminals conspire so quickly to infiltrate. It's fucking incredible.
Every
like
mason,
a fucking
hole,
exactly. It's like a piece of meat on the floor, and all the rats and vermin just come rabbing at it. You know, it's just unbelievable. They don't leave a scrap of fucking meat on the bone.
No,
it's terrible. Stratfor hacked, by the way. Now this company. Let's get a little into this. Now, where do these emails originate from? Well, 200 gigabytes of emails. That's quite a bit for emails. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, Blu-ray movies.
That's like a Blu-ray movie, right? Exactly. You know, 200 gig is you know. Anyway, so credit cards stolen, client list release, including MF Global and the Rockefeller Foundation. So they are including the Rockefeller Foundation in this hack. Really suspicious. But we'll see how this plays out. Oh, that's Jim again from We Are Change. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Hey, yeah, I hear you, Jim.
Hi, I hear you too.
All right, you know, we're just talking about Stratfor who got hacked, and interestingly enough, I think this anonymous thing is a controlled opposition, because they also had included MF Global and Rockefeller Foundation emails are included in this particular hack. Sounds a little suspect to me. You know, just making it look like, look, we're victims. You know.
Yep.
It's a perfect ploy if you know how to reverse engineer their evil.
You know they work.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They make it look like hackers did it, so we yesterday.
Yeah, and it's totally exactly. We were just saying that it was a ploy to crack down on the internet. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And supposedly Anonymous stole these emails from the website, from Stratfor's website, supposedly. They claim to have a lot of stuff, and they're going to post other things.
See, and that's what I think the Julian Assange thing was, too. Because
Anonymous, I mean, if you watch a lot of things that they say they're going to do, a lot of times they don't follow through, and I wonder why. You know, because if there was such, if you want to call it, I'm only going to use this word lightly, patriots, because I'm not saying that, you know, because you're a hacker,
Yeah, well, you know, again, it's like, I don't know. I still have a lot of questions about Anonymous. You know, it's just, my gut feeling tells me that it's controlled opposition. My gut feeling tells me that it's like, it's either NSA or CIA. I know the CIA is not supposed to operate in the United States, but considering
they've been doing it
they've been doing it the whole time, and you know, Obama's not supposed to have wars without congressional approval either. But you know, so it's just crazy. Hey, speaking of this, did you know that Gingrich and Huckabee prefer President Obama to Ron Paul?
I didn't know that.
I can't hear you. Sorry, but on my phone or your end?
Oh, you can't hear me?
There you go. I hear you now.
All right, sorry about that. Maybe it was just the direction of the microphone. So Gingrich and Huckabee prefer President Obama to Ron Paul. Yeah. Yeah, really. Well, actually, yeah. When asked by Wolf Blitzer who he would vote for between Ron Paul and Obama, Gingrich replied, it would be a very hard choice.
Some Republican.
So you know, he sounds like he's really, you know, I mean, obviously out for the benefit of the country, because apparently he's against Obama, but he'd rather have Obama win if it was Ron Paul. So not too much of a globalist shill, Mr. Newt Gingrich, you scum-sucking pig. Okay. You traitorous, lying, manipulative scumbag.
I always go for the underdog, because there's a reason why the mainstream discredits a certain person. And I wonder what that reason is.
I don't know.
Anytime a news agency or a candidate that's running for something gives me their approval or something, I always go to the opposite.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Opposite land.
Weird.
Like if they told me, hey, you can either go to the FEMA Center where you can try to survive on your own. Yes, but I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'll be surviving on my own. Actually, I won't be on my own. There'll be many patriots with me, and we'll all be standing together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people think, and this is what I think, you know, what we need to really focus on to people is, you're not alone out there, guys. You're not alone. Many people feel that we're living amongst blind, deaf, dumb people.
Yeah, of course.
Because we were all blind, deaf, and dumb too. You know, I know I was. At one point, I was like, yeah, go get those deaf and Muslim son of a, how dare they bring down those buildings? How dare they attack us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, believe the lie. You believe the party line. You believe the story, you know?
No, it really wasn't that I believed in the people. It was just that I just believed what I was being told.
Exactly. That's all they show on television, you know?
Well, that's what it was. I didn't know where else to go. I didn't know there was an actual border out there, and I didn't know that there is a battle around for the information and truth.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started, what happened with me is I started investigating stuff on my own. And once I did that, I started finding some big issues. And I started finding out that all this stuff I'm being told was a full crop lie.
Yeah.
And once I started researching it for myself, I started finding answers for myself. So, I tell people, hey, I don't know what's this like that, or, hey, there's poison in the vaccines, or being sprayed apart. I was never influenced by nobody. No one influenced me. No one told me where to go. I did it all by myself. I researched it all by myself.
Well, that's what everybody should do.
All by myself. So, people need to realize there's a little bit more to what we know out there. And all I ask people to do, if you're going to research something, really research it. Really research it. Look up the names and the board of executives of people that run stuff. Look at those people. I was actually looking up the women's liberation and the woman there,
Gloria Steinem?
Her name is Gloria.
Gloria Steinem.
Yeah, she was recruited during the CIA.
Yes, she was. She was a Rockefeller minion. Oh, yes.
She was recruited during Operation Mockingbird. And all of a sudden became a CIA patsy. And then all of a sudden she's charged with women liberation.
Yep.
That's what the interesting thing?
It's like you said, the biggest sellout, they get to move up.
Yeah, well, that's what it is, I mean, it's
Yeah, you find your yes men.
The company I work for, they like to hire within. Like, for management, they don't like to go out in the outside world and look. They like to keep it on the inside. Don't get me wrong, they do hire on the outside because you have to. You don't have everybody inside with it that you need. You know, like computer techs or whatever. And, you know, these people are learning on the phone call, all of a sudden, you're going to notice the people that are, excuse my French, that are people that are really power-driven, people that have ego, people like that, they move up. The
Yeah.
guys that like to be diplomatic, you know, think outside the box and ask questions and, you know, and hold everybody to the same standard, like, you know, treat everybody with respect. Those people, they get fired.
Yep.
You know, like, that's how it is in the government. You know, why do you think we, you know, why people sit there and go, well, you know, you can't think everybody's bad. Yeah, well, guess what? If they're in charge, yeah, they are, because that's the only ones that get put up in position.
I agree 100% with you.
That come up with cures for cancers. Scientists come up with cures for cancers, and all of a sudden you're dead. You know, they go, they're dead. Oh, yeah, suicide. I came up with a cure for cancer. I'm going to go commit suicide today?
No, the best thing is like George calling, you know, it's a big club, and you and I are in a big club. And, you know, they're all the ones involved. It's a big club. It's a big, you know, they all have to join and become Masons, basically. They all, everything goes back to the Masons and the secret societies. So that's where they're able to see who's going to tote the line and who's not. Through that, they'll see who's going to have a problem with things, who's going to do whatever we say. And like you said, the person that's willing to screw over other people and do whatever, don't have a conscience, that's who they want.
You're right. That's exactly what they do. They put people in low positions, see where they go, and they start recruiting from there. So they go, okay, well, this guy, you know, yeah, he'll probably take a lot of people. Let's make him a lieutenant.
Yes.
You can go ask anybody. I don't care where you live. Go ask your local police department. Get friendly with a cop. Get friendly with a police officer. Let's start talking to them about his own department. You go get some charge, suicide charge, and all that stuff. You're going to find out that there's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of really morbid, sick people in charge. And because I've done that with the border. I talked to a lot of them, start, you know, really getting to know them. You know, yeah, police officers, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cops that believe what we believe. There's cops that don't believe this is the story of 9/11. There's cops that know there's poison in vaccines. There's cops that know there may be chemtrails before this poison. They're off.
But they're not the ones in power, right? Those are the ones that...
Exactly.
Yep.
You won't find a lieutenant that thinks like that. You're going to find a lieutenant that thinks it's okay to detain American people because you know, he went to the 9/11 memorial and he has guns.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. He went to, like, did you see that thing in, I think it was New Hampshire when the Tea Party were doing their thing? It's funny, you don't see no Tea Party member anymore. Right?
Yeah.
You don't see a damn one of them. All of a sudden they get their people elected in the Congress, and I haven't heard one from since. But, I think it was in New Hampshire. One of those, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of Tea Party members that are us. It's the other Tea Party members that just, you know, follow the game. But anyways, there's a Tea Party member in New Hampshire, and he had his gun on his side. And people are all looking up for, oh my God, how dare you, What? Listen, if this was back in...
What, only police officers could do that?